Hey, what's going on everyone? So today we're going to be taking a look at Heybike Cityscape. This is a 36 volt, 350 watt step through e-bike. Now they did send me this bike free for testing and review, but today we're going to do a quick unboxing, see what's all involved with assembly, look at a detailed overview of the bike, and then we're going to hop on it, take it for a ride, and see how it performs. Now if you guys are interested in picking one of these up or seeing more specs about it, I'll leave an affiliate link down below, along with a coupon code, which is good for, I believe, about a month after this video is posted. So if you guys want to pick one up, make sure you guys take advantage of that. And if you do use that link, I will make a small commission at no extra cost to you. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you find this video helpful throughout the video, please make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. It really helps my channel out. And don't forget to subscribe so that I can see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so I got it opened up out of the box. I just wanted to show you real quickly what it comes with in the box that needs installed. So they give you a nice little set of tools here. You got to put your pedals on. You have to install the gooseneck, which is right here. And I can see already one thing that's really nice is it has a nice adjustable gooseneck on it. So that's going to be a really nice feature for the bike for adjustability and comfort, and your quick release for your front wheel. So basically just got to put the front wheel on, the gooseneck and handlebars on, and make some adjustments, and looks like it's going to be pretty easy assembly. This is just going to slide down in here, then I got to tighten this bolt up in the center here. You want to make sure that's nice and straight. Install the handlebars onto here, and also got to put the front fender on. So what I'm doing here is adjusting the handlebars back with that adjustable gooseneck, and that's nice because you can put the gooseneck pretty much straight up and down, which will bring the handlebars back and allow less reach to the handlebars. All right guys, so here's the Heybike Cityscape, got it all put together. So as you can see in the time lapse, the hardest part about this whole installation, in my opinion, was installing the front fender. For some reason, I just could not get it to line up straight with the front wheel, and you can see it's still a little bit crooked. It needs to be there, but that's good enough. That's the best I could get it. These are plastic fenders, which are okay. It keeps the weight down, and if any rocks get up in there, you won't hear any dinging sounds. Sometimes I kind of like plastic fenders for that reason. One thing I noticed right off the bat is that the motor wattage was whited out on the motor for some reason, but it is rated as a 350 watt bike on their website and on the battery, so maybe that was just a misprint, so they had to scratch it out to fix it. Overall though, really nice looking bike. Don't forget to put air in the tires. They come a little bit under inflated. I think the back only had 20 pounds, the front only had 18. I'll put down in the description below the Cordless Tire inflators that I use if you guys are interested in some nice tire inflators. This one has a big battery, that one has a smaller battery but is more compact. Then I have another larger one. I mean, I have a lot of different ones, but I'll put a few different links down below if you guys are interested in picking one of these up. Now, the one thing I want to mention is the frame is steel. That would have been nice to see an aluminum frame if they could have, to keep the weight down. Even with the steel frame, the bike only weighs about 58.5 pounds, so not too bad overall. Hey guys, I forgot a few things I wanted to mention. So they give you the rubber plug that goes into here after you put your bolt in. This also comes with a D-power charger, just like some other bikes, but it's a 36 volt charger with a 2 amp output. And one thing I wanted to mention about the battery is when you get your bike, this is actually what happened on my other 4-inch fat tire folding Heybike, but I didn't mention it because I just thought it was a one-off. But apparently other people had problems with this, and this is what it was. So this battery slides down into the box down here and gets a connection down here. Now this bike was fine, I didn't have any problems, but on my Heybike folding 4-inch tire bike. This bracket was actually slid up a little bit, must have been from shipping, and it slid up and it wasn't allowing the battery to go down all the way to make contact on there. So if your bike doesn't work out of the box, check that, make sure the battery's sliding all the way down in there, and if not, you just have to loosen this little screw up right here, slide this bracket down till your battery makes contact with these, and then tighten that back up. So just something I wanted to mention because it might prevent a lot of, you know, when you get your bike out of the box, if that slid up in shipping or whatnot, because your battery slides down and locks onto that bar, and if that bar slides up, it will prevent this from going down all the way, and you'll see a little gap right here. That should sit flush. So I'm gonna go over all the nuts and bolts, adjust the brakes, spray off the rotors with brake cleaner to get all the oils off. Then we're gonna get this baby charged up. So while this is charging up, let's go ahead and do a detailed overview and show you guys what this bike comes with. So let's take a look at the specs and details of the Heybike Cityscape electric cruiser style e-bike. Up here on the handlebars, we have a nice set of faux leather grips that have some really nice stitching. They are fairly big, which makes it really nice for holding on to. However, they are a little bit stiff. I will probably be leaving these on here because they are comfortable overall. Next to the left-hand grip, you have 2 buttons. The top button controls your headlight and tail light, and the bottom button is actually a horn, which isn't too loud and obnoxious, but it's perfect for the bike trail. Next to that, you have your display panel, which shows you your PAS level, your battery level, miles per hour, your max speed, average speed, trip, time, and also the wattage output of your motor. Coming over to the right of the cruiser style handlebars, you have a thumb throttle, and then next to that you have a Shimano 7-speed thumb shifter, which leads down to the Shimano 14 to 28 freewheel in the back. This bike uses a Shimano tourney derailleur for shifting through the 7-speed gears. Coming up the KMC chain is the 44-tooth chain ring in the front, the non-branded cranks, and the non-branded pedals. The chain is covered by a nice plastic cover, which will prevent your pants from getting dirty. Up here on the front of the bike, we have a nice adjustable gooseneck to allow you to adjust for different sized riders to match their comfort level. Coming down the front forks, they are a spring suspension fork with a preload on the left and a lockout on the right. Now, one thing I noticed about these forks is there was some kind of mounting system in the front that might allow you to possibly attach a rack to the forks in the future. However, I don't know where you would be able to find one to fit this bike. This bike has an 18-inch step over height with a 35-inch minimum seat height and a 40-inch maximum seat height with the included suspension seat post. It is adjustable for different rider sizes. However, 35 inches might be a little bit too tall for some shorter riders. With me being just under 5'8", I could not touch the ground flat-footed. But you can also put a standard seat post in and a different style seat to get you down a few extra inches for shorter riders. Battery power, this bike's using a 36 volt 10 amp hour battery that's easily removable by flipping up the seat and pulling out the battery. It's using a 36 volt 15 amp controller to power the 350 watt hub motor in the rear of the bike. For stopping power, this bike's using a set of Zoom mechanical disc brakes and 160 millimeter rotors on both the front and the back of the bike, and it's sitting on a pair of 26 by 1.95 inch tires. A few other things I like about this bike is that it comes with a pair of front and rear fenders. It comes with a rear rack, and it also comes with a nice premium kickstand, which is easily adjustable. The front headlight on this thing's pretty nice with the built-in horn, and the back light, I gotta tell you guys, it's the brightest light on any of my e-bikes. You can see this thing a mile away, and when you pull the brake lever, it is actually a brake light, which is a really nice safety feature for you to be seen both during the day and the night. So there's the specs and details of the Heybike Cityscape step-through cruiser-style electric e-bike. So now let's hop on this thing, take it for a spin, see what kind of speed and power this bike has. All right, guys, we're over here on the Cityscape for its first ride. Now, it's a little bit bright out here, so I'm not sure you're going to be able to see the display, but I will call out the numbers as I see them. First thing I want to mention is the throttle, just like the Heybike Mars, the 4-inch folding fat tire bike that I reviewed. The thumb throttle only works in PAS 0. When you're in your PAS level 1 through 3, it does not work, only when it's in 0. So keep that in mind, guys. And I don't believe there's any way that you can change that in the settings. So let's go ahead into PAS 1, and we're going to cruise here and see what kind of speed we get out of PAS 1. Now, I'm not going to put any effort into these pedals. So right around 9 miles per hour on PAS1, and the display reads 9 miles an hour also, so fairly accurate. 10 miles an hour on the display and on my GPS, so the display is reading accurate, so that's really nice, guys. PAS2, $13 miles an hour, 14 on the display, so the display is a little bit off there. So about 13 miles an hour in PAS2. And PAS3, this will be the max speed run on the way that it comes set. You get 3 PAS levels from the factory, but you can go ahead and change that, guys, to 9 if you want, 5, 7, or 9. 19 miles an hour on the GPS, 20 miles an hour on the display. So I would say, what was it, 9, 13, and 20. So pretty nice. So now let's just do a throttle only test. So we'll go back down into 0. And we're gonna go full throttle here and see what we can get on just throttle. 18 miles an hour. 19 miles an hour. So top speed's gonna be about the same as your top pedal assist level. Oh, I hit 20 there for a split second. So about 19 miles an hour to 20, maybe 20 top speed on throttle only, which is the legal limit for a Class 2 e-bike, which is the limit in most states. So make sure you guys check out your local laws and see what's legal in your area. All right, now one thing I wanted to show you guys is you can go into the settings and change your, let me get in here in the shade so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Now, if you hold down the positive and minus button, you can clear your trip there, change your backlight level, and then your units, you could change from miles per hour to kilometers. Once you're in this menu, if you hold down the plus and minus again, it puts you in like an advanced, like customizable levels. You could change your voltage of what your battery displays there through all different levels of your battery. But we're gonna exit back to here and go to SCA2. Now this is where you're gonna change your PAS level. So if you want more than 3 levels, you could change it from 0 to 3, which is what it comes factory set to. You could change that all the way up from 1 to 5, or 0 to 5, 0 to 7, 0 to 9. So whatever you guys want. If you want 9 levels of assist, which will be more gradual, go put it on that. If you want the least amount, which is 1 to 3, put it on that. It's whatever you guys want, whatever you feel the most comfortable with. Normally I like to leave it set 0 to 5, and then once you select your levels, you can actually go in and select how much power each level has. So level 1's 50% power, level 2 61, level 3 73, so on and so forth, all the way to 9. Now for some reason 9 or 5 was set to 96. I'm going to go ahead and change that to 100s, so it has 100% power, which I believe is AO. I would assume. I don't know what AO means, but I'm assuming that's 100. So let's go back out of here. And there are some other things you could change in there too, but that's the main one that I wanted to show you guys about. That way you can customize it to however you like. So now you can see that throttle still don't work in the PAS levels, but I have 5 levels of assist now. So let's go to level 5 and see if it made any difference on the overall top speed. And this bike picks up real nice and gradual, guys. It doesn't throw you back when it starts out. It starts out really nice. And being able to adjust those levels is really nice for older riders or people that aren't familiar with bikes, because you can adjust the first few levels down really low until you get comfortable with the bike. And you can also match other riders' speeds that aren't you know, either the same brand or different style bikes. You can match their speeds at their PAS levels, which is also nice. So 20 miles per hour, guys, on pedal assist 5. I just hit 21 there for a split second. So maybe turning that up from 96 to 100 maybe made it a little bit of a difference, but pretty nice, guys. Nice and smooth. Everything seems nice and smooth about the PAS levels. Now I'm not going to go through the speeds on all these. I just wanted to go through the main speeds of how it comes set factory. But like I said, you guys can play around with those, but a lot more gradual now because there's more PAS levels. So let's take this baby over on some hills and test it out and see what kind of power it has. So one thing I want to mention is that I'm just under 5'8" and I have this gooseneck all the way up and back as far as it will go, so that I have less reach on the handlebars for both me and my wife, and it's perfect for me. I mean, it's really good for her too. She really likes it the way the handlebars are. Okay, first let's try it up this hill here. Just throttle, no problems, right up it. But I do want to mention that me being just under 5'8", I could touch the ground with both feet, but not flat-footed, and that's with the seat in the lowest position, the seat that it comes with, and the seat post. So I want to go over a few things on this bike that are included with this that you're not going to have to upgrade, that a lot of people upgrade on some of the other bikes that they buy. So this thing includes the suspension seat post, which is about a $25 to $30 upgrade normally. It comes with an adjustable headset here, adjustable stem, which I've updated on a few of my other bikes, and they are anywhere between $20 to $30. The swept back to handlebars, a lot of people like to upgrade to those for a more comfortable ride. Those are about 25 bucks. And the premium kickstand is around $25 or $30 for a nice adjustable kickstand like that. So it is really nice that they include some of these features on this bike already, and a lot of the things you're not even going to have to upgrade because the stuff on it is pretty decent. And another thing that I'm really impressed by is the brake light in the back. It's one of the brightest brake lights on all of my bikes. That thing is super bright. You can see it from really far away, and just really impressed with the brightness of it. I know it's just a brake light, but I love safety on bikes, and that is one thing that's going to keep you safe, especially at night. All right, so now we're going to try out the suspension on some of these potholes, and this bike does include a suspension seat post, which is nice, and it does have front suspension. So let's test it out and see how these holes do. Pretty nice. Pretty nice, guys. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So let's go over here to this bigger hill, the one that I always do in my tests, and try this hill out. And here it is here. So I'm gonna help pedal it up this hill with this 350 watt motor. I definitely recommend you guys helping the motor out. I mean, even with my 500 watt e-bikes, I always help it out up these hills, especially this one. But we're gonna start here at the end of this guardrail, do throttle only as far as we can, and then we're gonna start pedaling. All right, here we go, guys. Throttle only. $16, $17, $18. So throttle only gets me to about, I'd say here. I'm gonna put it in gear 1 and start pedaling. So you are gonna have to put in some effort up these hills. I'm in gear 1, full throttle, and I am putting in a fairly decent amount of effort. I mean, I'm not killing myself. It's still taking me up it, but keep that in mind, guys. With the 350 watt motor, you will have to put in some effort going up the hills. But on level ground, or slightly level ground like this, oh, broken bottle there. Glad I didn't run that over. This is still a little incline here, and it's taking me right up at no problem. Gear 7 on level ground, really nice. Very nice on the bike trail on level ground, and I'll show you guys that in a clip here when me and my wife's family went out on a 15-mile ride on the bike trail. All right, guys, so here's my wife out on the bike trail. We did a 15-mile family ride when her parents came in to visit us for a weekend, and we had no issues at all with the bike. If you want to see this full video, make sure you're subscribed, because I might be making a full video about this day. Little obstacle in the way.
Oh, you got a flat tire.
All right, guys, so there's my detailed overview and first ride of the Heybike Cityscape. Hope you guys found this helpful, and as I said in the beginning of the video, make sure you guys take advantage of that coupon code if you want to pick one of these up with the affiliate link below, and don't forget to subscribe so that I can see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.